Hey everybody, it's Chris with the Meeples Market. We're doing a Dune Imperium unboxing, and then look out in the future, we're probably going to do a first impressions once we play it. Let's open it up. Right, Dune Imperium, Direwolf, Legendary, designed by Paul Dennen. Dennen? Got the rulebook. Very cool art. 15 pages. 15 pages, the back page is credits though, so, and then page 14 is strategy tips. Clarifications on page 13. So yeah, it's about 12 pages of actual rules, but the text is fairly large. So there we have it, rulebook. Got a couple of ads or whatever. Direwolf, Eternal, get it on Google Play. And Dune Imperium, I don't know how to say it, Bene Gesserit statue. Pick it up, guys. Get yourself a statue. Okay, we've got the House Hegal cards, solo and 2-player game. So solo rules on here, 2-player game rules on here. Probably adds like a dummy play or something that moves around. Then we've got the board space guide. Has all the spaces on the board. This is a worker placement game, if you aren't aware. Worker placement / deck builder. So they have this sheet that tells you what all the different spaces on the game board do. It's pretty useful, actually. A lot of games put that in the rule book, and I don't always like having to have the whole rule book because it takes up space. So having it on a separate sheet is nice. Okay, we got some punch board. Alright, punch board, we got these 4 tokens, round ones. I think it's for each of the different factions. We've got a big sandworm token, like I've not read Dune or seen the old movie, so I'm not super familiar with the source material. I'm looking forward to the new movie, but I know there's like big sandworm things. This is probably like a first player token. Then we've got these little flag looking tokens. Looks like they come in each player color, red, green, yellow, blue. Beautiful. And then a little, I don't know, like a combat marker or something that's got a sword on it, and the back says +20. And then like these weird, creepy looking big bald guy. 4 of these tokens. The backs have the symbols that are on the round thingies. So probably the different factions. Okay, next we've got the game board. So single-sided game board. The art in this, I've read about it. It's kind of polarizing. Some people think that the game board looks incredibly ugly. I think that it looks very clean. So I'm actually a fan of the game board. I feel like every game I play, even if it's just a worker placement now, like Lost Ruins of Arnak comes to mind, which I know everybody loves. I'm kind of lukewarm on. The game boards are massive. Like, it takes up half the table just putting the game board out, and it's just annoying to have to like reach all the way over here to place this, and like the person sitting over here can't reach this part of the board. So the fact that Dune Imperium's got this little simple 4-piece board, I like that. Alright, we got some cubes. Some green ones and some blue ones. Probably this go to each player. Yes. We have some other cubes, red and yellow. We've got the workers, which I believe are called agents in this game. 3 in each color. Round discs. I like that there's only 3 workers in this game. My favorite worker placement game of all time is Raiders of the North Sea. And you just do the pick up place once, you only have 1 worker. I'm not a big fan of games where you have like 20 workers and you're unlocking a million of them, and it gets overwhelming. So we got those discs. We got some wooden tokens here. Some water. Pass me some water so I can roll harder. We got this little, kind of looks like a bus driver to me. Like a little guy that has a little hat on. He drives the bus. He's like, "Hey, welcome." I think it's the like the dummy guy when you're playing a 2-player game or the solo game. I think that's him. So we got these wooden resources, water droplets. These are nice. Big fan. We've got these things. I don't know if they're like victory points. I'm going to call them moon tokens though. They look like moons to me. We got big moons and we got little moons. And then we've got these orange hexagons. Big orange hexagon, little orange hexagon. I think these are like spices or something, or saffron. I don't remember. I played the game a long time ago, so I'm pulling stuff from my brain. It might be wrong. It's something weird though. I don't know the Dune history, but I remember reading whatever this was, and I was like, this is such a strange. These people are collecting water and moons and like spices, and they're having wars. I don't know. All right, cards, little cards. Dune Imperium, EN. Got a couple of different decks here. And when I say a couple, I mean 2. Conflict. We've got conflict cards. Looks like they're different tiers. There's tier 3, tier 2, and tier 1 conflicts. And the front of the cards have like first, second, and third. So it's like whoever wins the conflict would get the first place, and then whoever comes in second gets the second place. Boom, little cards. And then we have intrigue cards. Got this back on them. And then they tell you, like at the bottom it says combat, plot, endgame. Different effects that you can play. We got a fat stack of standard cards. A fat stack. Alright. And this fat stack of cards is 2 different decks. We've got one deck here that is House Hagel, House Hagal, House Hagale. I don't know. And it says 1 player and 2 player in the top corner. So I'm not sure if that's the stuff for the bot. And then these are the cards that make up like the actual market, the deck building portion of the game. They got the different planets on the back. And then your typical deck builder cards, really. They have like a cost in the corner and then the effects down at the bottom. The cards themselves, there's no linen finish on them. They feel pretty thick, but at the same time kind of cheap. We got a single large plastic bag, maybe to put the cards into. And then we've got the player sheets, player cards, placards, whatever. They're made out of like cardstock. Got Duke Leto, Paul Atreides, Baron Vladimir Harkonnen, Glossu the Beast, Earl Memnon, Countess Ariana Torvald, Count Ilbin Rachis, Helena Rachis. And then on the backs of these is the player aids. Round start, player turns, combat, makers, recall. Big fan of player aids. I don't care what your game is, if it's got multiple phases and actions, just put a player aid, some sort of a card in the game. Again, I don't like looking at rule books. Give me player aids. That's it. That's all the box has. It's got these two wells in it. It's got like the cardboard insert, and then it's got two wells. Believe the cards can stand up in the wells just exactly the height, so if you sleeve your cards, they're not going to stand up and then be able to put the board on top without it bending the sleeves properly. But that's it. Thanks so much for tuning into the video. Like I said at the start of the video, stay tuned. I'm going to do an impressions once we've got a couple of plays under our belts. I do appreciate you being here. Like the video if you liked it. Heart it, thumbs up, depending on where you're watching it. Subscribe to our channel so you know when we post more content, and then we know that you like what we're doing. And talk to me in the comments, please. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Or have a good day, or good afternoon, or whatever time it is that you're watching this. I hope it's a great time. Thanks again.